Welcome to week five of the Jenkins Family and Football Podcast. How you doing this morning, Key?
First of all, I'm not talking to you while that's on your head.
In case y'all didn't know, I'm a die-hard Panthers fan and a Jets fan. My second team.
Take that off, man. That's ridiculous.
Keep going. Tell them what you are.
I'm a Saints fan, and you know who that? Who that? What you say?
Do that.
Son, you about to get ostracized from the family. So, in the Jenkins Family Podcast, we give out weekly NFL fantasy predictions as well as game day predictions. And we're going to start this week. Can you ready week 5? It's been interesting so far.
Yes.
So we had that bet last week.
Oh yeah, we did. We 1-1 though.
We 1-1.
We both smashed each other in both leagues.
We were in 2 leagues, and the bet was whoever loses got to take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese, all 3 by themselves, and film it. But we were 1-1, so we're gonna get another bet going on.
Okay, that's not like a plan.
All right. So, Key, this last game, Thursday night, L.A. and Seattle. So
That was a good game.
That was a good game. Russell Wilson got his man off. Now, the Seattle D, I had a Seattle D. I was -2 on fantasy. I was disappointed.
I think Russell got me like 26.
26?
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, he's out with a concussion because of that game, but Cooper Kupp went off, as well as Ty Gurley. So I definitely got to give them props as well. So we're going to start this week. You ready, Rakeem?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I'm sorry, you got to wake me up. I had a long week this week.
Excuses.
Yeah, I did.
Before we start, I want to give a special shout out to Jennifer Harris, her conference, I Declare Greatness. This weekend, that was a great conference, Jennifer. Everybody that was there, Dr. George Frazier, amazing. Make sure you go to her conference every year, ideclaregreatness.com. Go check it out.
Meanwhile, shout out to FSU. Homecoming was another success. Go Broncos.
You said FSU, like Florida State or Fayetteville
Fayetteville
State?
You know what I mean.
Okay, this week, Arizona and Cincinnati. First game, we got Kyler Murray. I'm a fantasy prediction. I'm going to go and go there first. Okay. Arizona and Cincinnati. I'm going to give Kyler Murray, I'm going to give him a 16-point game. If you got Kyler Murray, I'm going to say you can start him in your league this week. And if you got Cincinnati, I'm definitely going to go with A.J. Green is still out, as well as John Ross. So I'm going to go with Joe Mixon. If you got Joe Mixon, make sure you start him this week for Cincinnati. I think it's going to be a running back kind of day.
I asked you that. I said, should I start Mixon? And you told me no.
I didn't tell you that.
I thought that's what you told
Wrong
me
game.
this morning.
Wrong game. Buffalo and Tennessee.
Who
you got?
I'm going with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati too. I think Arizona just still a little too young. Buffalo, Tennessee. Buffalo. I'm going with Tennessee. Josh Allen is active today. You can start him if you want to. I know Frank Gore is going to have a huge hand at the running back realm, but I'm going with Tennessee. Tennessee's D, I think, is going to minimize Buffalo. I'm going with Tennessee D. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm still sticking with my Buffalo. They almost pulled the thing out last
they
week.
almost
They
pulled it
riding
out.
off that momentum.
But it's different. Now, if you got Marcus Mariota, of course, sit him down. But you definitely want to go with Derrick Henry if you got him in your lineup.
You sleepy? Go upstairs. Yeah.
Well, so you still going Buffalo?
Yeah.
All right.
Buffalo.
Chicago, Oakland.
What's his name? Their quarterback.
Trubisky for Chicago.
Yeah,
he's out.
He's out. I'm going with Chicago.
You going Chicago?
Anyway, I feel like Chase Daniels gonna show up like he did, and I'm going with Chicago.
All right, I'm definitely going with Chicago as well. Let me tell you, Khalil Mack been waiting for this moment. Trubisky is out, but the Chicago D is there. I'm definitely going with Chicago as well. Oakland, I don't have any faith in the Oakland whatsoever, except for Darren Waller. Darren Waller is the only one. If you have Darren Waller as your tight end, start him this week. I think Carr's going to be a bust, but I think he is going to get the ball to Waller. And I think if you have anybody that's in the backfield, Jacobs, anybody for Oakland, it's over for you. I'm going with Khalil Mack, Chicago, baby, all the way. Tampa Bay, New Orleans.
Y'all,
I'm going
for Tampa Bay or New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
No. I'm going for Tampa Bay.
What you said?
I'm going with Tampa Bay. Jamis Winston is playing some of his greatest football lately. So I'm going for Jamis Winston. If you got Chris Godwin in your lineup, start him as well for Tampa Bay. If you got OJ Howard, sit him. He's not been doing anything. But I will tell you, if you do have New Orleans, Mike Thomas, I think, is going to get his man up. I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to have a good game.
I know. I think it's going to be his breakout. He's going to have to throw.
All right, Saints later. Yeah. Minnesota, New York.
I'm still riding with them Giants.
Still riding with Giants?
And Diggs is
like
he
the
benched, right?
Giants too.
Because he didn't show up at practice.
Yeah, he
And
didn't
they
show
got
up.
too many distractions and over there in Minnesota.
Yep. They definitely do. So I think Kirk Cousins. Yes, you can go get a snack, son. I think Kirk Cousins definitely overrated as well. See, they all flee when snack time comes. I think Kirk Cousins definitely overrated in this Minnesota offense. I'm going with New York as well. They don't have Saquon Barkley, but if you got Gallman as the backup, put him in. He's not a fancy player, but I think he'll get you by today. Golden Tate is back for New York. So I'm Shepard, Golden Tate, Jones. That's that 3 point. And Ingram.
I can tell when you pick somebody up. Golden Tate, you must have picked him up.
I'm going to call them the 4 horsemen. So if you with the New York Giants, that's the 4 horsemen. It's Jones, Shepard, Golden Tate, and Ingram, the tight end. Bet on that 4 this week. New York Jets at Philly.
Philadelphia.
My New York Jets all the way. That's what I'm going for. Le'Veon and Sam Darnoldson is back this week for the New York Jets, so I think they're going to have an amazing game.
Deshaun Jackson's still out, right?
Deshaun Jackson's still out, so, Alshon Jeffries is there. If you got Sanders, I'm going to tell you to sit him down because that New York front D is crucial as well. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Baltimore. I'm going for Baltimore too. I think I don't want to say they got lucky last week. I think they had a pretty good game last week in terms of Pittsburgh. But you missing Juju Smith-Schuster. He may be out with a toe injury today. I don't think he's going to play. I'm betting my money on Baltimore and Jackson. And Mark Ingram going to have a great game as well. As well as the tight end Andrews.
I'm distracted because the kids are bringing snacks. My snacks. Y'all don't eat. That's my snacks. No.
You can have it, son. You're a Saints fan. Go ahead.
Now see when I don't go against you.
Okay. New England, Washington. New England.
Mommy.
New England.
Mommy.
Washington 0-4.
Yeah. New England. Enough said. Anybody on the Patriots side. And if you got the Patriots D, pick them up as well. Jacksonville and Carolina.
Jacksonville. It's the both backup quarterbacks.
So do you gonna eat that right in front of me? Really? You ain't gonna go get that anymore?
No.
All right.
That's my snacks.
I'm going for Carolina, of course.
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville and make it interesting.
So I like Gardner Minshew because he's ECU alum. I think Gardner Minshew is going to have a pretty good game, but
Last week you was wrapped out on him. Now you
because he playing against Carolina. We got a great D as always. So I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Y'all D up. I said Jackson.
We did.
Jackson. The Jaguars D down.
All of y'all anti-Cam fans, I'm gonna tell y'all. All you doing is giving Cam time to get healthy, ready to come back for that almighty comeback. So you better bet on the Panthers.
Okay.
Now y'all talking about
this boys
talking about
prove it.
no,
it
don't
Cam
matter. Y'all talking about
his resume to Indeed.
Y'all
Zip recruiter.
Y'all talking about the backup. I'm not even gonna mention by name. I'm gonna say y'all talking about the backup. That's what he's there for. He's meant to get us through a game or two until Cam gets back. All right? Cam gonna come back stronger than ever. Carolina, have my back on this.
And for the record, they could have these snacks because they did have a healthy breakfast this morning.
Atlanta and Houston.
I'm gonna go with Houston.
Houston. I'm definitely gonna go with Houston. Deshaun Jackson. You know you gotta go with Hopkins if you in there. Carlos Hyde on your running back side as well. Atlanta, I haven't been too keen on them. I think Julio's gonna have an okay game. I think Devontae Freeman just has not broken out of where he needs to be as well. So I'm going with you with Houston. Denver Chargers.
Chargers. Denver's still 0-4. I just don't see them getting this win this week.
I'm going with Chargers too. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Of course you got to start it. And then more importantly, fantasy football. If you have Austin Eckler, my recommendation, you to start Austin this week.
Yeah.
And then switch to Melvin Gordon next week because it's his first game back. He's going to be limited. I think he'll have a touchdown. I think he will make a touchdown. I think Melvin Gordon will make a touchdown. But I think Eckler is still the high performer this week.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Dallas.
I'm just bring my gun.
First of all, let me say this. I hope it's a tight game. I hope it comes down to the last 2 minutes. I don't know why I want it to be a tight game. And I'm gonna go with Green Bay for the upset.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay for the upset too. Aaron Rodgers, you can never bet against him in the last 2 minutes. But on Dallas side,
Gallup is back.
Gallup is back. So if you got Gallup, you may want to consider putting him in the
he's
lineup.
limited though. I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't start him for next week.
I tell you that.
wouldn't
I think it's
start
gonna be a Zeke game. I think it's gonna Zeke game, and then of course Green Bay Devontae Adams is out this week as well. So if you have Geronimo Allison, pick him up right quick because I think he's gonna get the bulk of that share that Thank you, Sam. I think he's gonna get the bulk of the share that Devontae Adams was dropping off. All right, Indianapolis and Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. I think Kansas City all day, but I will say Indianapolis has an offense.
Oh yeah.
Ty is active this week, and that's the night game. That's the 8:20 game tonight. So I think T.Y. Hilton, I think Jacoby Brissett is gonna have a pretty good game as well. But you can never go against the Kansas City D. Damian Williams is back. Kansas City backfield. So I would definitely be careful on Shady McCoy. I think he's a 50-50. He may play, but I think Damian Williams is going to take the bulk of the snap. So my bet is Shady if he's a flex. If he's a flex player, you can have him starting. I wouldn't do that this week. And Kobe.
What are you talking about?
Now, all important. This is Monday Night Football. There we go. Cleveland and San Francisco. Cleveland been on a little stretch, I must admit.
I'm pulling for Cleveland. I'm going with Cleveland.
I'm going with Cleveland too.
I'm pulling for.
I am pulling.
In San Fran, I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
I
said it first.
Okay, and I think they're 2-0 on the road this year.
Yep.
So I'm definitely going with Cleveland as well. Baker Mayfield, I think he's gonna have a pretty good game as well. But I think Jarvis Landry. I always bet on Jarvis Landry. It's not so much Odell for me. It's Jarvis Landry. And in San Francisco, you can never go wrong. You still have to go with. You still have to go with Kittles for your tight end as well, and Garoppolo for your quarterback. So I definitely think that, but I think I'm going with Cleveland as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What else you got, Keith? That's it?
No.
We got Philly bad this week?
Detroit and Miami on a bye.
Yep, Detroit, Miami's on the bye this week. I don't think we was worried about Miami anyway.
Okay, I'm coming.
All right, Mama's coming, kids. Okay.
Sheesh.
And dude, can I have my snack back, please? All right, till next week, it's Jenkins Family and Football. Check us out on YouTube. If you're on our YouTube channel now, check us out on our Facebook channel. Everything is Jenkins Family and Football. Okay. That's the A-N-D.
Their sister
football.
Needs me.
Jenkins Family and Football. All right, we'll see you next week. This week 5, we out.